to, as you talk about racism, white supremacy. My mother is deceased, but one time she said to me, "What are you going to talk about, Francis?" And I said, "Mother, you know I only talk about racism." And she said, "Well, can't you talk about something different?" But everything is racism, and I want to talk about it. I'm a general psychiatrist and child psychiatrist practicing in Washington, D.C. And I have arrived at the point where I feel that the most important thing that we as black people need to understand is this powerful dynamic of racism. Those of you who are familiar with the work of Neely Fuller know that he has said, if you do not understand white supremacy racism, what it is, and exactly how it works, everything else that you think you understand will only confuse you. So I believe that if we are going to move further into the 21st century and into the 22nd century and into the 23rd century, that we have to have clear insight as to what this process is all about. I think it's in the book of Isaiah. If there's no vision, the people will perish. Meaning we have to have a more global understanding of exactly what the forces are on this planet. But we can actually do short-range planning as well as long-range planning. I started thinking about racism when I was doing a residency in general psychiatry at St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Washington, D.C. And it was a program that was based on Freudian psychoanalytic theory, and nothing was really being said about the mental health of black people. I'm a third-generation physician. My father was a physician. His father was a physician. And my parents told us that you are getting an education not to leave your community. You are getting an education in order to help your community. The black patients that I would talk to and take a history on, within the history of every black patient would be aspects and dimensions of racism. And when I was an undergrad, I considered myself to be a Marxist. I thought that economics was causing racism, that it was a means for economic exploitation.